I have completed my BDS in the year 1977, and subsequently did a 1 year house agency in 1978, and then I joined in government service in 1979. And most important thing is, after joining in service, the important thing is, unless and until a person joins in service, keeps on working, he will not be in a position to get the so-called experience. By joining in a service, they pay you adequate. By joining a service, don't think, please do not think that you will able to get experience. Unless and until you work in the service, you will not get the experience. And important thing is, I have come up only by hard work, nothing other than that. Not hardly working, it's only hard work. I think I come up. I work almost, I think, 20 hours a day. I start my early morning somewhere around 4:30 and 5, and it will go on till 12:30 in the night. So 4 hours I think I take a sleep, and then probably afternoon I'll take about half an hour or 45 minutes nap. All the other things I think keep on working. By working, important thing is you experience yourself. Another one more important thing what I have realized it as a teacher, by taking a class, you are improving your knowledge, and this most of the teacher do not think of it this at all. By taking a class, important thing is you are gaining your knowledge, and by actually imparting students education, you are able to learn the subject very well. That is one of my successes. Keep on working. But the important thing is, when I am working as a chief, as a principal of the dental college, when I am working, I expect everyone else to work. That's a very simple policy. One more important thing is, I actually go to the college. I think in my service, I have never gone late to the college, not even once. You keep on working. Only thing is, when you keep working it, automatically you gain the experience. So when I'm like that, automatically every person in the college will try to follow you. Every person knows that when you are there, automatically I think the work will go on. And similarly, when I expect all my subordinates also, you come on time, go on time, and don't work anything extra. You come, you work, and then you go. That's all. And do not take a leave. And I have not taken leave at all in my service. So many days of casual leaves has been wasted, because I think I kept on working. Because as you know, the time is, once the time is past forever. Time will not come at all in your lifetime. It's very, very important thing. That is one of my important successes. Important thing is, that's what. Don't waste the time. Once waste the time, the time will never come back again in your lifetime. So do not waste the time. Try to work hard. Work hard means you have to work hard. Almost when I work 20 hours a day, probably in the morning about 2 to 3 hours in the clinic, and subsequently keep on improving the college, and in the evening I think come back to the clinic, keep on working till 11 o'clock, 11:30, sometimes even at 12 o'clock also. So my sleeping time somewhere around 12:30 and 4:30 is my sleeping time. Even though my timing is between 12:30 and 4:30, by 4:30, 4:45 you get up and start, I think, prayer, everything. So automatically, by getting about 4:30, you are still lacking at least a couple of hours late. If there is going to be 28 hours a day, I will be really happy that you can work more. But please do not think, but by 24 hours, important thing is 24 hours not enough at all. You have adequate amount of work is there. Even now, if you look at my comeback and late table, so many files has to be disposed of, and for that you don't have a time at all. Now, it is not that I think I am not managing time. I am able to manage the time in an efficient way, but still the workload is more. When the workload is more, automatically time is insufficient. So it's very important thing that everyone should work. And one more important thing is, as when you have a small child, please instruct the child to brush twice a day, morning and night. Night brushing is more important, because you tend to sleep for about 8 hours a day. When you sleep 8 hours a day, the food particle, I think, stays there. And once the stayed food particles, once it is removed, you are actually removing the decay from you. The most important thing, there are only two diseases which can actually causing the problem. One is, I think, the periodontal disease, other one is a decay. If these two diseases are actually taken care of, I am sure, 100% sure, you are actually driving out more than 80% of the dental diseases. By removing these diseases, it is in your hand. Do a proper brushing twice a day. These diseases can be eradicated. Once it is eradicated, then you take for granted you are preserving the tooth. God has given us a good tooth, The tooth is actually made up of a material called enamel, and this enamel is hardest tissue in the body. It has got more amount of inorganic substance. Unless, because I think you try to take a chocolate, the chocolates are sticky in nature, it actually stays on the enamel, it eroded the enamel and subsequently causes a decay. Same chocolate, keep on taking the chocolate, it actually causes a decay. In addition to that, you do not brush the teeth properly, food particles accumulate around the teeth and causing the periodontal disease, and that is the cause for you to, at the time of birth, at the time of age, probably 6 years or 70 years, invariably you get what is actually called a periodontal disease, and the teeth started moving. Is mainly because you are trying to remove, you are not able to remove the food particle which is sticking around the teeth, and by sticking around the teeth, when you do not remove the food particles, automatically the food particle try to calcify there. I think automatically the gum try to recede. When the gum try to recede, and automatically you actually call it as a chronic periodontal disease. The teeth will start shaky. Once it is started shaky, after some time automatically it comes out. So important thing is there are two diseases. One is a decay, other one is a periodontal disease. These two diseases, if we can eradicate it, I am sure every one of you will have a good teeth. People think, I think some people are having some, you can always think some of the old people, they don't brush their teeth. Yes, they don't brush their teeth. Unfortunately, their food habits were actually much more stronger. They were taking only fibrous food. On the contrary, we take only sticky food, and when you take a sticky food stays there. If you take a fibrous food washes away the food particles which are present on the teeth, so they'll have a good teeth. So don't compare yourself with the old people. The old people are there, I think definitely they may not be in a position to brush the teeth, because their food habits were totally different. So remember that twice a day brushing is mandatory. And the important thing as far as the dental diseases are concerned, now everything has become systematically very simple. Very important. There are only important thing is there are only 9 branches. Out of 9 branches, 9 branches. Important thing is the commonest branches you have a dental decay. Other one is a periodontal disease. These two diseases once eradicated, 80% diseases are eradicating from you. So important thing, all of you should be in a position to brush twice a day. By doing brush twice a day, automatically you are actually removing the food particle. And once you remove the food particles, automatically you are removing the disease at all. So remember that. And when I came into dentistry, another important thing is I came into dentistry because I was actually a BDS student. I was actually a plus. In my 11th standard, I took, I think, mathematics, and mathematics was my optional subject. By doing a mathematics, you will be under the impression I have to go for engineering. No, at that time, Laila College gave me, I think, a seat in mathematics, and Vaishnav gave me a seat in mathematics. But unfortunately, I think my father suggested, because my elder brother was also mathematics. So my father suggested me, I think, why not you take, I think, science group. I took a science group. When we were studying in 1972, this type of Google was not there, nothing was there. Whatever the elders say, automatically we were able to follow. So by that you entered into second group. In the second group, you actually scored first class, and automatically you are eligible for medicine and dentistry. And in that, I think I have taken only dentistry. When you take in dentistry, you saw to it that I think you studied well, and once you studied well,
give her 2 minutes.
Done, what was the thing I end? See, all of you should be aware that at what age you are supposed to go to the dentist. On my policy, what the important thing is, when you have a child, and the most important thing, bring the child to the dentist at 8 years of age. Don't, I think, wait, I think, till 12 years. So always go there at 8 years of age. By 8 years, normally, I think, upper front teeth will come inside. By the time lower front teeth would have already erupted. So important thing is, by 8 years, you go to the dentist. Another important thing is, don't be under the impression that all the diseases are painful. No. Dentist is so simple, they made so simple that no diseases are painful at all. If you think, I think, if you are actually having the pain at the time of doing extraction or root canal, that means the doctor has not, I think, given the injection properly. So give a proper injection. After giving a proper injection, I am sure you will not have a pain at all.
Straight.
So
Straight away, sir.
Okay.
The eye should be.
So important thing in the important thing, when you go to the dentist, be proper. You visit the dentist. Don't be under the impression that I think you are in a position you are afraid of the dentist, because no treatment is painful. All the treatment, whether you do a scaling or filling or extraction or orthodontic treatment, all the treatment are painless only. So you can go there, see that I think you don't have a pain at all. Pain. So it's very important. Another important thing is, don't have a fear when you visit a dentist. So unless and until, important thing all of you should remember, that unless and until you tell the problem to the dentist will not be in a position to, I think, isolate what problem you have. So important thing is, visit the dentist regularly, and once in 6 months you visit the dentist, you inform him what are the basic problems. If you don't have a problem, you tell him you don't have a problem. Then he will be in a position to find out whether there is any decay or there any periodontal disease, there are any orthodontic, any other treatment to be done. So important thing, once visit the dentist once in 6 months. Once in 6 months you visit it and tell him that you don't have a problem. Tell him you don't have a problem. Then he will be in a position to isolate what problem you are likely to have, what problem is projected you are going to have. So important thing is, so inform the dentist correctly, so that there is no problem at all. And be very casual with the dentist. So don't be afraid of any disease. And the injection what we are giving is very simple. We are giving it in 26 gauge needle. So it is actually supposed to be thinnest gauge, something almost like an insulin needle. So see that I think you will not have a pain at all. So remember that you brush twice a day, morning and night. Morning is actually very important, because you try to actually food particles what are there in the late night, whatever it is trying to remove. Night important thing is, you are trying to sleep about 8 hours a day. When you sleep 8 hours a day, food particle goes and stays, and that too particularly with the chocolates what you take, you get corn sticking to the tooth, and this chocolates has to be removed from the tooth. When you remove from the tooth only, then probably that you will not have the problem of decay. When you do not remove it, the chocolate stays there for almost about 21 days or 26 days, and automatically the inorganic substance of the enamel get eroded. Then you get, I think, decay. Please remember that when you have a black spot on the tooth, the black spot is only decay. So do not wait for pain to arise. Another important thing is, all of you are in the impression when you don't have a pain that you don't have a problem. But the important thing is, all of you should be in a position to, I think, have a look at it. All of you should actually visit the dentist when there is actually a decay present on the teeth. That is only a black spot. When you find a black spot or a brown spot on the teeth, that means there is a decay. When a decay is there, the important thing is, you have every tooth is covered with enamel, dentine, and subsequently it goes into pulp. As long as the decay affects only the enamel, you will not have a pain at all. When the decay involving the nearer to the pulp, then automatically you will have a sensitiveness. When the decay involving the pulp of the tooth, then you will have, I think, and the pain will be there. So please always go to the dentist, and if there is going to be suppose something like a black spot on the teeth, it has filled up. So please don't think that, but these are things when there is no pain, why should you fill it up? When there is no pain, you fill it up, automatically you are able to eradicate the decay what is there, and subsequently you will be able to fill it up without any problem. When it goes up to the pulp, then when you feel the decay, either tooth has to be removed or it has to be root canal. So it becomes complicated. So please always visit the dentist once in 3 months. Once in 3 months, when you actually visit the dentist, automatically whatever is the problem, it's automatically getting cleared by the dentist. So you are definitely happy. So please always think you are supposed to go to visit the dentist approximately 8 years age, and when they have some small problem, go to the dentist, tell them there is a problem, solve the problem, instead of, I think, waiting and then trying to get the pain, severe pain, unbearable pain. So remember that, brush twice a day, and always visit the dentist, I think, once in 6 months, and make it as a point that take the child approximately 8 years of age to the dentist, so that future irregular teeth can be avoided. And one more important thing is, see, now it has become commercialized. So the private education is completely commercialized. So they will be in a position, I think, to earn money. But I think as far as me is concerned, service is our motto. So service is our motto. So important thing is try to do what is actually the important thing is preserve the remaining teeth rather than removing the teeth. When you remove the teeth, you are supposed to put an implant or something else you are supposed to do. Preservation is the important thing. Try to restore the teeth, try to preserve what is remaining rather than removing the teeth, putting an extraction teeth, putting an implant has become costly affair. So always think all the treatment what is there is I am accessible. I think you have my number. I think take the number. Whatever is the problem is there, come back and tell me. I will be in a position to solve your problem rather than I think going there, waiting for everywhere and trying to find out which is it. You go there wherever you want, you can go. It is left to you. So one important thing is try to go to a dentist who is I think knowledgeable, who is in a position to solve your problem rather than creating a problem. So remember that. Come visit the dentist properly. Once and 6 months visit the dentist, and there is no problem at all. So when I was in service, as I wanted to say the thing as far as service is concerned, the corporation school has got approximately 1,620,000 corporation. All the school children were treated by me by the respective school. I am also planning to visit the schools nearer to me to find out what is the best treatment, whatever is best possible solution for the treatment. I will be starting for the remaining schools nearer to my clinic. We have multiple schools are there. One is I think Evarts school is there, and subsequently Evarts school is there. Then you have main school is there. Then you have MCTM is there. Then you have your Lady MCTM is there. Then you have Downton Corey school is there. Anita Matriculation is there. St. Paul's is there. Bentic is there. These are all within about 1.5 furlong. I think all the schools are there. Once I cover up, I think something like this, I will be definitely happy. We are doing some service to the society. I will be in a position to access all the schools and tell them what is the basic important. One important thing I realize is brush twice a day, 50% problem is solved. Brush I think at the night time, still almost 30% problem is solved. So remember that this thing and try to brush twice a day. And remember, important thing I think all of you should remember is once the tooth is lost, it is lost forever. So it is not going to come back. Only 2 sets of teeth. One is a primary set, other one is a permanent set. This with the two sets, you will not have any other tooth at all. So remember that preserve what is remaining is very, very important. So with this, I will actually say that all my best wishes are there, and whatever is possible, I am there. I think to help you in sense whatever is the best treatment, what I can actually suggest it to you, I'll definitely suggest it, and with that I think you will be in a position to better off. The important thing is dental health is very, very important. Once you have a good dental health, most of your problem will be sorted out. Right? Thank you very much, sir.